Howdy ho, John.
Am I the ho? Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay. It's coming up to McKernan time. We were just doing some podcast recording, so hello everybody. This is how we record the podcast generally. And tomorrow is the first day of the Clarity Weekend Intensive Boot Camp McKernan Tiers.
Yeah, so this is where you're going to go for 3 days, and with other people, Philip McKernan will make you cry several times, and hopefully you'll come out with a less existential angst.
Yes, that's the idea. And so I kind of wanted to do just a little update beforehand. I'm going to take some videos whilst I'm there. And I thought I was ready, and now I don't feel ready at all. Now, I mean, maybe that's inevitable, but I feel like the past couple of weeks have been pretty difficult in various ways, which I'm beginning to address, like the usual sorts of loops I think a lot of people fall into, where because you're not feeling great, you start dropping the things the balls or whatever that make you feel good. Like, wasn't working out as much as I would want, wasn't getting as much sleep, wasn't meditating consistently, and was just being really mean to myself on that basis. One of the ways that I do that is like this kind of strange thought of like, you don't deserve to meditate. You don't deserve to have the nice positive thing. And so it just reinforces round and round. Sometimes it's even like you don't deserve food.
Jesus.
Which is not the most positive thing. But I've been the past couple of days, today and yesterday, taking some steps which address that, getting up at a consistent time. Like, it's not that I have a problem getting up in the morning generally, but if I don't have that sense of I'm getting up to do something, I'm just like, why bother? So got up, meditated, worked out, did some writing in each of these 2 mornings, and it's just amazing how much better I feel about everything as a result. So I thought before this point, in the past couple of weeks, sort of a cascading series of like internal crises and angst, I was like, okay, gonna need McKernan. I'm a terrible mess, gonna go in as a terrible mess. But I was also a bit sad about that. Like, I didn't want to go in as a terrible mess. I wanted to go in as someone who's been trying to work hard to improve a lot of things. But now that's sort of, okay, I'm starting to sort things out. I'm like, now McKernan's gonna tear me apart. So I just got to go in and embrace what happens.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point, really. If you felt perfectly calm and ready for that, you probably wouldn't need it. Like,
or
it would probably be a sign that you're like...
I'm fine. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel maybe you'd have a bigger shock if you went in, because he'd probably go, oh, really? Pull your face off and see what's behind it. Yeah,
for like an average idiot that doesn't know he has problems. But like, I mean, if you ever reach a point where the day before set like an ayahuasca ceremony or Philip McKernan, you're like, me. You probably reached the end.
You're probably cool with it by then. He is a bit like a psychedelic substance, just going, nope, we're going to pull away all of these illusions, and here you go. Here's the real mirror. So I go tomorrow. It starts a sort of kind of informal bit of like gathering in a couple of hours setup, and then there's a dinner, and that's just, I think, to warm us up so that the first day isn't starting totally cold and like, oh, who is everybody?
Yeah.
It's happening at a sort of country hotel, or like it's called Gill Manor. So I guess it's sort of a converted manor house. I'm not a fan of their price point, but have to suck that up to be there. And if I get there at all, it will be an achievement, because it's like a village.
Yeah. It sounded complex.
It does sound pretty complex. It involves like multiple trains to like a nearby town, and I called the hotel because nothing made sense on Google, and I have to get like a taxi that will cost like at least £10 to get there. And I was like, but there's a train station nearer. And they said, but if you do that, it will still need a taxi, which will come from the same place as you would be coming from before. And they'll charge you more for like the call out fee to do it. So I'm like, I'm going into the middle of nowhere.
Yikes.
No escape.
You can't run out.
It's going to turn out that Phil McKernan's whole setup is he just takes you somewhere that you can't get away from him.
Just chases you, Scooby-Doo style. Like.
Yeah, just round and round in this like haunted manor house, maybe. So yeah, I've got to get myself in the zone and focused, and I'll do my best to like document the thing as it goes, but there's got to be a balance too between just like being in the moment and documenting. You don't want to be someone like looking at a sunset or at a concert who watches the whole thing through their phone. That's not going to be cool.
No, that you'd be missing the point.
Indeed. So I am a little anxious about it, but I don't know. I quite like things where I've committed and I'm going to do it, because it's not like there's any part of me that's like, okay, I'm not going to do this now. It's like it's set up.
Yeah.
People have helped me to get there, so it would be even more insane to be like, oh, I didn't go.
I forgot.
Yeah, Sozzles slept in. So provided I get there through the complex series of transportation devices, it begins tomorrow. I'm going to take a little gimbal and have my phone and hopefully get a little word with Philip before things kick off. And I guess that will be the next update.
Yeah. So I guess we'll put this out right away, right?
Yeah, let's put this out now, and then everything else that comes will depend on the Wi-Fi or whatever. Maybe it will be an update after the end of the weekend that we'll put out in pieces.
So make sure you tune in on the official Facebook and Instagram, because there'll be live videos tomorrow, probably, like in the breaks and stuff like that.
Maybe I'll make my Instagram story just each time I cry. I'll be like,
nice. Do it.
Bring it on, McKernan. Bring it on.